One more video and I'm definitely going to fall asleep. I know I look a mess right now. So, yeah, I advise people on here when you see the word following, followers, follow God and follow his son, but don't follow anybody on here. And don't ever feel like you have people that like you. As in, this is what I learned about social media. There's no such thing as followers. There's no such thing as fans. People are around for the moment, or they are around for, I guess, hearing you say something they are content with, what they agree, what they want to hear. But these people don't have your back when you fall. I mean, ask Andrew Tate or Chud the Builder. When they send both of these guys to long stints in prison, do you think any of their followers or supporters, do you think they're going to do that time with them? No. Are they going to go to jail and serve time with Chud the Builder? Absolutely not. You know, you, and I don't care how tired I sound, but these, I was just looking at this video, and what I like about my channel is I'm known, at least to the new people on here, I don't like taking sides. I side with what makes the most sense to me. Now, I just made a video on how I would not vote ever again. But if I had the choice in this city, because I'm going to be here for a little bit because I want to finish college, I would vote for Sherelle Parker because she's done a better job. The murder rate is like significantly lower with her as mayor versus Jim Kenney. I've never voted for a female before. I've never voted Democrat. I would vote for her if she decided to run again. I don't know if she will, but if she did, I feel like I don't know if she would win or not because they got on her about the whole the last year the strike with the union, but I would vote Democrat for once in my life. I would vote for a woman for because I like the job, like as far as like what she's doing about like the drug addicts, and I don't know every single aspect in her as mayor. And this is what's so funny when you vote for a Democrat, they don't care if you don't know every single aspect of what they're trying to do. But if it was the other way around, and I sounded so ignorant on what exactly they're doing, because I'm not really keeping up with the city's politics very much, because I'm just worried about my own life. But if I'm not as informed on her policies, it's fine. But if it was the other way around, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But yeah, I would not mind voting for Sherelle Parker. Now that would go against, like, if I said this on my old channel, it would sort of go against if I had like a bunch of conservatives following me, it would go against them, but I wouldn't care because I don't take sides. What makes the most sense to me, that's what I support. But I was looking at this video, and you know when you speak out against your audience's narrative that they want to push, like if they are used to you speaking a certain kind of narrative and you change up on them, they're going to unsubscribe. I don't know how many times I would have people unsubscribe. And this is another thing too about people that subscribe. They're not subscribing because they want to hear you speak. Mostly, what I had to learn is they want to make either the video centered around them, or they want to go back and forth. Like this guy one time, and I laughed at this. Was like I laughed at this for like a whole week, and then I posted the Osama bin Laden picture. Like I was like, when people want to go back and forth, and I posted that picture. But I said to him, I was like, man, they closed like every Rite Aid, and I blamed it on the riots. And he said, wrong. That's not why they did it. And then he left this long, like, he left this long, like, encyclopedia of words in my comment section. I was like, I'm not reading all that. And I'm not going back and forth. And then he told me he was going to unsubscribe. And I said, good, because I don't do that on here, man. 3 things I don't do. I don't go live. I don't debate. And I don't argue. And I don't do that trolling. If you want to troll, I told somebody before, you could talk to yourself and, argue with yourself. Because I'm 31 years old. I don't do that trolling nonsense. But I'm almost getting tired, because that's whenever I hear myself talk, that's when I start to fall asleep. But the point I'm making in this video is, you don't have, for one thing, race has no loyalty to anyone. This is why I don't identify with race, because it has no loyalty. And that goes for every group. And for another thing is too, just think about this. Why would you have loyalty? People say my people, my race. You have loyalty to a bunch of strangers that you don't know personally. Like, you won't even give somebody homeless $1 on the street. You see them walking, you walk by and you keep it moving. But you call total strangers your people? Like, those are your people. But I always thought, like, everyone should be your people. If you live on the same planet as me, everybody should be your people. But we want to get all tribalistic, and we call complete strangers our people because we share a skin tone that really means nothing at the end of the day. But race has no loyalty to anybody. It doesn't. The streets have no loyalty, and neither does race. Because you can't even think for yourself. There's only a few people specifically that have loyalty to you. That is, in some cases, your parent or parents. God has loyalty, and that is like a fact, because it took 10 years for God to get my attention, and he never gave up on me, ever. But to show my loyalty to God, I do the right thing. I'm good. Like, I wanted to say that I behave myself, because that's how much I love God. But God has loyalty to us. Jesus has everlasting loyalty. Even though I remember this pastor was like, well, if you push Jesus away long enough, he will move on. But I don't really believe that, because at some point, like I said, people want to run to Jesus when it's like too late. But it just looks better if you've been serving him long enough. But Jesus has loyalty to you, your parents, God, and that's pretty much it. And maybe a few brothers and sisters. Um, if you have some kids, if you make sure you feed them every day, and I'm sorry, if you feed your kids every day, they should have loyalty to you. Now, that may change if you if you decide to marry another woman or man that's not their parent, they may not have loyalty to you. They may stop loving you then.